Hey,
Beer.
beer. Hi, it's John and Mike from brew-dudes.com, and we're doing another tasting video. This time it's a, is this a nut brown ale?
I would call this a Northern English brown.
Northern English brown ale.
Which is where nut brown comes from.
Okay, then that's what it is.
Maybe.
I'll take your word for it. This is Mike's Northern brown ale, Northern English brown ale, and this is apparently recipe number 3. When did you brew this?
This beer got brewed. You had to ask me that question.
Of course. The tough questions.
6 weeks ago.
Okay, 6 weeks ago. So tell us a little bit more about...
End of February.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about this beer and why. What did you change for recipe number 3?
So, I love brown ale. And brown ale number 1 had a huge... I loved it, but it had a huge toffee caramel punch in the face. You remember that beer? That was a good beer.
Yes, yes.
It was good. It was really good. But it was still something missing in that beer. So, brown ale number 2, I kind of thought, well, maybe just too much caramel, so I dialed back on that. But, you know, I've brewed brown ale off and on for a long time. And I went back into some of my older notes with brown ale and realized that there was one ingredient that somehow I had gotten away from and remembered a long time ago a near magical brown ale experience. And that ingredient is special roast.
Okay, special roast, yeah.
So this beer is it's a Maris Otter base malt.
Yep.
And then it's basically, I think it's about 4% each, but it's equal parts of American chocolate, so 350 Lovibond chocolate, 4% Crystal 60, and then 4% special roast. And so those 3 things in equal quantities.
I thought there was 4 things.
Well, base malt.
Okay.
So I mean, the other thing I've been trying to simplify recipes, right? So this is base malt and only 3 specialty malts to get to this beer. And I think that the special roast really takes this beer to that nut brown character.
Yeah, that's where the nutty comes from, I guess.
I think so.
But you know what else I taste is I taste the chocolate malt too. Chocolate malt has a very nice presence in there, and that is really tasty. It really is. It's got a nice kind of roasty, but kind of burnt, chocolatey taste. You know, it's very clean, very clean. I mean, there's really like a very dry aftertaste. Yeah. What was your like final gravity on this?
The final gravity on this is actually a little higher than I wanted to. This was a repitch of Nottingham from my Irish Red that I did a while back.
Yeah.
But this finished it at 10:15.
Okay.
Coming down from 10:48.
Okay.
So so it's pretty good. I would like it to maybe be more like a 10:12, but the results are so good. I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters. This is really great.
You know.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's heavy in terms of body or anything.
Yeah.
Like that, so.
I mean, the balance between the chocolate and then that roast character is great. And then I think there's just enough Crystal 60 in here to provide that balancing sweetness against it all. Yeah. It's just...
and what were the hops that you used? Kent Golding?
East Kent Golding all the way. All the way through.
Yeah, he always uses that, so...
That's the English hop of choice.
All right, so that's his brown ale. Maybe you can... do we have a recipe for this yet?
Brown ale number 3 I don't think is up, but we will tag it to the brown ale recipe section.
We'll put a link below this video, and
you need to brew this beer. Brew this beer.
If you want to.
Don't brew any more beers. This beer.
Brew on.
Cheers.